For me, it would have to be friendship breakups, sharing my life with people I deemed as sisters, and then them turning around and stabbing me in the back. And the worst part is when you bring it up to them, like, oh, you hurt me like this, like this, like this, they just take the knife and push it deeper. So, yo, that thing can take you to the hospital. Like, it hurts because I loved you to the point where I deemed you my sibling. So, yeah, like that hurt. I tell myself that be careful of the people you trust, be careful of what you share with them. There's absolutely no reason to share your entire life with people because they're just gonna use what you share with them to hurt you, and that's not how friendships should work.
I think friendship breakups because nobody really prepares you for them, and everybody just expects you to move on, but you really can't because like you share everything with those people. So yeah, friendship breakups are the worst. Yo, um, sometimes it's okay to be selfish. Be selfish with your time. Be selfish with your emotions and your space as well. So if you already at that limit, just just leave. Don't stay.
Um, it was my first heartbreak in 2022. Yeah, a good 3 months of nothing but hate, heartbreak, and just sadness over a person who I don't think he was feeling the same way, and flip him for that. But yeah, it was my first heartbreak. I could say he was my first love, or like someone that I was aware that I loved. And then so when it ended, like just seeing that and knowing like how far we had come into building what we had, and then it just ended because someone had commitment issues. Yeah, I would have said he's not as serious as you want him to be. Those little signs that he gave that he wasn't really gonna commit were exactly that. They weren't just by the way, he wasn't just doing them. No, he actually meant every single thing that he did and said.
For me, it's definitely definitely has to be when my dad passed away. I was 18. That is something that I think no one can prepare you for in life. It's one of those things where, unfortunately, I don't know. You just got to learn to deal with it day by day. Um, it's never as simple as everyone says. Just move on with it, or take it day by day. Even now, I'm saying all these things. I could try to give you advice, but everyone handles these kind of things differently. So yeah.
What would you tell your younger self? That was like
My younger self, I tell him that things will get better. Just keep smiling every day because that's what he would want. And I suppose, yeah, that's all I could really tell him because, as I said back then, whatever I would tell him now, I don't think he'd necessarily understand. It's something that Ayo.
cut it out.
Ayo.
What is the most painful thing you've ever experienced but wasn't physical?
That's kind of deep, Eric, but too real though. Okay. Um, like I don't necessarily have like I'm not gonna be specific about certain things, but then like when someone in your family or like in your life who's like supposed to show you love like all the time, or maybe like give you support on certain things, but then like they don't actually do it. Like you expect to, they say like you have a parent, and from that parent you expect like love, like unconditional love, but then you find out that like when it comes to you, like it's always conditional. It's about like how much you can give, or if you don't give something, then you don't get the same love back. To like from someone who's supposed to be there to fill up the void of not having something by them being there present in your life, but then they don't actually do it. So me feeling like that, it made me like a different person. That's why like I look at the world right now like very different because of like certain love that I feel like a certain void that I have because someone was supposed to fill it in but then they didn't. So I don't want to get into too much specifics, but then yeah, it's about that. It's about that.
Shut up,
Thank you.
shut up.